Hello, YouTubers, it's me, the Poet of Pleasure, Monday Messiah, the Sunday Sermon, the only free time, free time. KC Chess Champion, Marcus, the Swords, baby. And today, we are gonna go with some prediction. We're gonna do a prediction video of what's gonna get hit there in the ban list coming up on Tuesday. So for those who don't know, getting ban list going to be announced on. I don't know why they've done this. They did an announcement yesterday that they're going to announce. It's an announcement for an announcement. I never liked those; they're a bit cringe. So they're going. But I suppose it makes content creators make videos like this. Excited about it. Who knows? So yeah, they did an announcement of the announcement that they're going to announce the ban list on Tuesday. I think Japan gets it 27th of October. It actually goes live. So announce it. Then there's a buffer time before it actually goes live. I think it's the 27th of October in Japan. And then it's a month for us, the 17th of November. Those going to the ban list will not be in effect for the regional event, but it will be in effect for the side BT14 event on the Sunday if you don't make top cut. That won't affect me because we're going to win the whole thing, aren't we? Bonamania running wild, mate. Let me tell you. So I thought we'd talk about it. Talk about we'll do some predictions. And then maybe we'll do a follow-up video. And we can laugh about how wrong I was. There we go. So I'm using the simulator app because I thought, why the fuck not, mate? Why the fuck not? Got some cards here. We'll talk about some of these. We'll start off with the most obvious. Shine Greymon's obviously getting fucking hit. It's fucking, it's best card of the best deck of the format, guys. Best deck format. It can really pop off if it gets all of its fucking tamers out. You have to be careful. Checking security, because if they play tamers from security, you're basically just giving them ammo quicker. So I think the two big contenders for getting hit are either going to be BT12. Marcus Damon, the one that lets him become, if you have an Ogumon in play or Greymon, or it doesn't have to be those, just have it in its name. You pay him Enry, becomes a Digimon for turn, and then it's his other effect though, which is what it needs to become a Digimon. You suspend it, one of your other Digimon may Digivolve into a yellow card with Greymon in its name in your hand without paying the cost. Free Evo, mate. Fucking this boy down here normally costs 3 to Evo. Now 0 now, mate. 0 now. Evo into this. And this is the other one, the BT12 Shine Greymon. All of your Marcus Damon in play get 3000 DP and get Sec +1. Oh, that's your turn. But when Digivolving, for every tamer you have, one of your opponent's Digimon and all of their security Digimon get minus 3000 DP. And that's for each. Busted, mate. So either one of these two, I think, most likely one of these two will get hit to 1. I think. I've put Geo Grey here. Maybe they might go rogue. They might just hit Geo Grey because this is good for the yellow vaccine deck that's coming out in BT14 as well. You get that Patamon that can Evo search security. This lets you play tamers. So the yellow vaccine security control. You all use this Geo Grey, this Evos. You can play a yellow or red tamer for free and recover triggering effects for when you add stuff into your security. So yeah, I think they could. Maybe this is a rogue choice. I thought I should put a rogue choice. There's so much stuff you could hit. They need to hit something. They'll hit something. Worth noting, this has already been hit in the Ultimate Cup format. That's the monocolor format, the side format. This is already limited one. So maybe most likely they'll do this. Who knows? But these are the 3 cards. But I've seen videos saying maybe hit one of the Rise Greys instead, etc. Something's going to get hit. I think it's a safe prediction. Something's going to get hit. Probably this. Maybe this. Rogue choice this. But Shine, getting it. It's too good. We'll move on. I've got Chaos Degradation here. Now this is already hitting the Ulti Cut format, limited to 1. I think as I mentioned with the yellow vaccine stuff, Shine stuff, The yellow, especially the yellow vaccine. There's also purple decks. This is why this card's here. This EX5 card's not even going to be out in the UK or the West, not just the UK, until January. But we'll talk about that in a moment. But yeah, purple's on the rise. Security controls on the rise. And they get loads of effects that say, oh, when something's placed in security, trigger a bunch of effects. When things are removed from security, trigger a bunch of effects. And this does both. So you place one of your opponent's Digimon face down at the top, bottom of their security stat. Triggers effects. And then if you do, trash the top card of your opponent's security stat. Trigger more effects. Trigger loads of effects, mate. Triggering. Also, and this is a personal side, now, fortunately, in the locals in real life I go to, people tend to know how to play the game. For the most part. Obviously, people make misplays. Even I. But, for the most part, they know what they're doing. It's very good. I'm very lucky, to be fair. Get good practice in. But when I play on this sim, mate, there are so many people I've come across, and I've been on the Discord as well for the sim, and people have said the same thing. They don't know that you need both a yellow and a purple source to play Chaos Degradation. With option cards, you need both colours. And I appreciate it's a bit confusing, because if you want to Evo a Digimon, the base Digimon doesn't need both colours. So if I had a red Ogumon, no, that's a bad. If I had a red, what's a red rookie? Gamamon. If I had a red Gamamon, I could Evo into this Geo Grey for free because it's either colour. It's either red or yellow. But the options, you need both colours. I appreciate it's a bit confusing, but it's a normal rule. And then it's fine to not know, right? This is a side issue. It's fine not to know the rules on the sim. That's fine. But then don't tell me you've been playing the game for years and gone to regionals and stuff. Don't lie to me. Someone actually said this to me. Don't lie about it. So, for a personal thing, if I see less of this card and people misplaying it, that'll make my life easier. That's all I'm saying. But that's the reason. They get loads of effects off this. It's very good removal. It also trashes security. It doesn't just remove a Digimon. You can remove a security as well. And it doesn't even have to be that Digimon you put at the top. You put it at the bottom. They might have had something good in security. But there you go. But yeah, and then it's triggered effects off both. So helps the day. Maybe hit this at one. Maybe. Who knows? That's what I'm going to put this in my prediction. So they've already hit it for Ulti Cup, so maybe they'll hit it for the main format as well. We'll move on to Analog Man. Now, this Analog Man doesn't bother me when I play my Royal Knights deck. I've built in a specific way to hard counter Machine Dramon. But I remember playing against this in the regionals when playing my Leomon deck. This can get very frustrating if they get a lot of Analog Mans out. Because they can suspend this Tamer to redirect the attack. And so it's things where it says it can't be blocked. This redirects the attack. This is not blocking. So it gets around that. And if they have 4 of this out, first of all, if they have 4 of this out, start their main phase, they can just trash loads of cards in game memory. And I don't know how realistic that is, but they do play a lot of level 5s with Sideboard because they can just stack them under Machine Dramon quite easily. So, but yeah, 4 redirects. Plus, it probably already has blocker somehow as well. So it's 5. Yeah, it's a bit. It's probably a bit overwhelming. It doesn't bother me because I can get around it with Alt Force. But yeah. So I'm swig of Coca-Cola, original taste for the working man. So there you go. So yeah, I think this could get him. It's already limited to 1 in Ulti Cup. Maybe they'll limit it to 1. He's getting more support as well. Machine Dramon in BT14 with like Digiplace and that. Marvin Jackson. It's definitely not Michael Jackson. So so this boy, I think this boy is could get a hit to 1. It can be frustrating again. It can be frustrating to play against. So there you go. So these two are sort of probably. So Shine is definitely. I mean, I feel like if Bandai made this announcement for the announcement and they only hit 1 card, I think that's a bit like anticlimactic. The BT13 format, especially here in the West, has been going on for a long time. I think a shake up of the format with some more restrictions would just freshen things up a bit, to be fair. But yeah, I think Shine is definitely getting hit somehow. These 2 maybes, they've been hitting Ulti Cup maybes. Now we're going to go on to things that might get hit. Maybe. These are more rogue choices. I wouldn't be surprised if none of these actually come to fruition. So I'm going to start off with one of my pet peeves, because I play Raw Knights. Blue Flare, it hard counts the deck. You have to play very weirdly, and I need more practice against Blue Flare. But this is the main culprit. So this is Metal Greymon from BT10. It can Digicross, so it could be played for as cheap as 3 memory. On play, it gets Rush for the turn. Then if Digicrossing, 3 of your opponent's Digimon with Digivolution cards less than or equal to this Digimon's Digivolution cards can't attack or block until the end of your opponent's turn. So I play Raw Knight, so I don't have any Digivolution sources, so it can always stun, so I have to have Cranium on it. Another issue is with this, is if late in the game, sometimes I can have 2 Digimon out at the same time. And one of the Greymons in Blue Flare has an inheritable that says if your opponent has 2 or more Digimon, when attacking, and spend a Digimon. This one can also Digicross with any Greymon, so it includes a starter deck Greymon that has Sec +1. And then the male Birdramon has jamming inheritable, so this thing can have Rush, Sec +1, or unsuspend, so essentially Sec +1. And jamming. That seems a bit busted, mate. That does seem a bit busted. Not gonna lie. Also, it's got material save for good measure as well, and it has ways. And Blue Flare has ways of getting Metal Greymon back out from the trash. One of the Greymons has a thing where you can get out the trash. Now, so I think this should get hit, especially because we've got this card next to it. And I don't think this is getting hit. This is only here to explain why I think this is getting hit. So BT10 came out, and then later on EX4 came out, and they made this Metal Greymon. Now, they tried to make a Blue Flare Dark Knightmon deck, but nobody's ever fucking played it because it's dog shit. But they made this version of Metal Greymon. It's still on play, gets Rush for turn. The Digicrossing effect is different. Trash up to 2 Digivolution cards from your opponent's Digimon, but it doesn't have that annoying stun. And this has the same material save. Now this has Digicross 2, same as this one, but this one specifically says it has to be a blue Greymon, so you can't use the starter deck Greymon. That reduces the chance of it getting Sec +1, and it's still got male Birdram. It also has 1000 SDP, so it is just, but it still costs the same, but it has got worse effect. But this one has an inheritable, but no, nobody's going to play Grey Knightsmon. So they made a obviously worse version of this. So I feel like normally they do it reverse. They make a card like I play Raw Knights, so they've had this Magnamon out for ages. Then BT13 Magnamon came out, which is just better because it's got an effect the way it leaves. You can either play a Vmon. I don't know if it's or and. You get to draw a card, and it's either or draw a V or play a Vmon, or and play a Vmon. So I play Raw Knights, so I'll never actually play Vmons in the deck. I just not get to draw. So obviously, but this is the reverse. They made a worse version of the card. So I feel like they could hit this, but I think this is more wishful thinking. But that's the reason this is on air. Metal Greymon, Blue Flare 1 from BT10. Then we've got this card here. Now as I said, this won't even be out in the West until January. But if you look at the Japanese meta stuff from like the internet or watch like East guys videos, you'll see that the purple Garurumon engine is basically dominating the meta. The top end sometimes varies. There's like Bellstar engine. There's like obviously the Garurumon itself and some variations, but this is like dominating the meta. So and obviously Japan's going to get the same ban list as us, and they also have just BT15 that came out, and the Apoclymon deck uses the same engine as well to get their pieces into the trash, because Apoclymon can get stuff out of the trash. So this could get hit. This could be an emergency hit. If this Digimon has Garurumon X antibody in its trait, in its Digivolution cards gain a memory. So essentially you Evo for -1, because you're always going to Evo on this into a Garurumon. -1 cost to Evo, and then it's got a protection as well, and it's inheritable when it's Digimon. With Garurumon / Omnimon, its name would be deleted in battle by returning 2 non-Digi-Egg cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck, preventing that deletion. That's crazy. So like, That's crazy. It's not, you don't even have trash sources that make the Digimon a bit weaker, because normally these protections are, oh, you get rid of the sources from the Digimon and they will have inherits normally. So you don't get to delete Digimon, but at least it's a little bit weaker, a little bit less effective. No, it's cards from the trash. So people think, I've seen some guy's video, this could get hit potentially. Purple's doing too well in Japan. You don't want it all to be purple, so this could get hit. This could get hit. And then the last card on here, as I play real nice. This is a bit of a joke. This is a bit of a joke, but this thing, right? And it's only this one, by the way. It's not the red one. It's not Solomon. It's only this one that's on here, because the other decks, first of all, don't really use theirs. I've played. To be fair, in my locals, I've played against people using Solomon and that Chikarimon, or whatever, how you pronounce its name. But normally you can get rid of them and then you don't see them again. Purple has too many ways of recycling level 3s from their trash. So even if you get rid of this, it just comes back. So for that reason, that's why this should get hit to 1, because they're just going to bring it back anyway. It doesn't fucking matter. That's my opinion anyway, but I don't think this will get hit. I'll be happy. I'll be celebrating. I'll go out on the town. I won't be fit for work the next day, because it'll be Wednesday. Because obviously they announced this on Tuesday. I'm going to town. We'll celebrate if this gets banned. Yeah, but it won't do. But anyway, those were my predictions for the upcoming ban list. You let me know in the comments and stuff. I was about to say, let me know in the description below. But I write that, not you guys. Actually, I don't normally fucking write in it. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think is going to get hit. We'll see how wrong I was come Tuesday. And yeah. We'll go from there. I don't think anything in Raw Knights is going to... I asked in the Raw Knights Discord, and we don't think we're going to get hit. So, don't think so. I mean, if you hit most of L4 obs, it'd probably be Death now. You couldn't hit Omni, couldn't hit King Drazer, couldn't really hit Purge. The only thing I could think of, maybe you could hit probably BT13 Magna in the same way as this Metal Greymon, these two Metal Greymon situation. And then you just play 4 of the other Magna and 1 of the BT13 one, I reckon. Some people play 5 Magnas anyway. I only play 4, but some people play 5. But yeah, anyway, that's a little side ramble. Thank you very much for watching the video, all 2 of you, the 2 loyal Bonaholics and Bonelights. I hope you have a nice weekend. Bye-bye for now.